Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of your Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for Game of Thrones. This one is going to be, oh my god, this has been such a long wait, my review for Game of Thrones Season 8, Episode 1. So, oh my god, this was amazing. So, I'm finally going to be doing my review for the first episode of Season 8. It feels like I've been waiting so long to start reviews for Game of Thrones Season 8. But we're finally here. We saw the premiere last night for Game of Thrones, and we're going to do the review for episode 1. So, I do want to say, too, if you guys know what the title of this episode is, please write that down in the comment section below, because I have no idea what the name of this episode is. So I'm unfortunately just going to have to post on my title, Game of Thrones 801 review, like that's it. So, anyway, either way, this was an absolutely awesome start to the season. And oh my god, the ending with Jaime was so awesome. But, if you haven't seen the episode yet, I already kind of spoiled something, but, if you're here, you want to see my review. I'm pretty sure you're probably watching Game of Thrones if you clicked on this video. So, if you're new here to the channel, of course, we're going to be doing videos for Game of Thrones for these next 6 weeks, and probably even when the show is done as well, because it's just such a darn good show. So if you like all that kind of stuff, and if you want to see my reviews weekly, consider subscribing to the channel to get all of that. And of course, I will be doing some videos for Game of Thrones during the week as well. So anyway, let's get into this absolutely awesome start to a season. So we got 5 more episodes left for this season, and or this series really. I'm saying season, but series. So yeah, this episode for me was amazing. It starts off and it's already amazing. It's already amazing. And they literally, I was on the edge of my seat because they waited like 5 minutes before the episode even started. And I was like, oh my god, get to it. Like, come on, And we get to see, of course, the beginning with Daenerys and Jon Snow kind of riding in to, Winterfell with the army and stuff. And I really like the music, the way they used that. We have Tyrion and Lord Varys. And it really just, man, I was already interested. I was like, oh my god, it's gonna be amazing. So they ride in, of course, and they talk to Sansa, and of course Jon Snow sees Bran again, and he gets to meet up with Arya again too. A little scene between Jon and Arya with the swords and stuff. That where they're holding the sword, and I like that. That was cool. So we basically get to see that Sansa's not too happy about Daenerys being there, and I was a little shocked by that, but at the same time, and I don't know, I kind of expected it for some reason, but we get to see that, of course. We get to see Daenerys and her army mixed with Jon Snow's army all kind of come in, and basically they are all living in Winterfell now, and they're going to kind of team up against the White Walkers. So the White Walkers are not here yet, but we did see Tormund make it out of there, of course, so that's really, really cool. We'll get to that in a minute, so we get to see Winterfell. We get to see a little bit of a meeting there once they get there, and we also get to see Tyrion talk with Sansa again, which they haven't talked since what would be their wedding, really, in Season 4, which, man, that was a crazy episode, if you guys remember that. So, that was really cool. That was really cool to see them two interact again just real quick, and Sansa's not really too happy about her being there, so, about Daenerys being there. So, also, we get to see in this episode, which I really, really like to see, Jon and Daenerys go on a bit of a date or whatever. They get on the dragons, and, they're riding the dragons, of course. So, yeah, all the stuff with the dragons is really, really cool in this episode. From what we saw of it, at least, it was really, really cool. And I enjoyed seeing the dragons for pretty much every scene we did see. And, in terms of the stuff between Jon and Daenerys, this is a very big episode for the two of them. They got a lot of time this episode. Really enjoyed seeing all this stuff with them. Really, really, really fun stuff. So, we get to see King's Landing. We get to see, basically, and I can never, dude, I don't know what it is. I can never remember her name. She's the one character I can't remember her name. And it's the girl that was captured. I don't know what it is. The girl that was captured on the ship, that was being taken to King's Landing. That got saved later on by her brother. I can never remember her and her brother's name. I don't know what it is, their names. It just can't catch on. And the guy that slept with Cersei in this episode. The 3 of them, I don't know, they're the 3 characters. I can't remember their names at all. So please, guys, help me out here in the comment section below, because I know everybody else's names. I've been watching this show for over a year now, and I still can't get their names. I can't get it for some reason. So, I'm asking you, what was the name of the guy that went to King's Landing and forced Cersei to sleep with him, and then the girl that was captured and her brother? What were the names of the three of them? Because I cannot remember their names for the life of me. So anyway, guys, sorry about that. I just wanted to mention that. So man, the end of the show, and I'm still not remembering names. That shows how many characters are in this TV show. So, anyway, yeah, we got that, of course, and, Cersei's forced to sleep with him or whatever, and I do like him. He's one of my favorite characters, and it's bugging me that I can't remember his name. But, anyway, the Golden Army, of course, is here too, and no elephants, right? So, yeah, I liked all that stuff. That was really cool. Getting to see the Golden Army was really cool. We already kind of saw them in the trailer a little bit, but to get them to see them again is really, really cool. So, we also just see a little bit more about Cersei and her being pregnant and all that kind of stuff. So, that was that. Now, then, of course, we also have, which I really liked, we get to see Tormund and him and, how they all got out after the end of Season 7. So the Night King and the White Walkers are on their way. Of course, we have the scene with the kid, getting burned at the end, which was really crazy. But, Tormund is okay, and that's something I'm really happy about, because I wasn't sure there for a minute. But, yeah, we finally get the news that, yes, Tormund is okay, and they all made it out, but the Night King and the White Walkers and just that whole army, they're on their way, and they better be careful. So, in terms of all that stuff, I really enjoyed to see that, of course, because, I was wondering for like 2 years at this point if if Tormund and some of them, of course, were okay after the end of Season 7, because it ended pretty crazy. So yeah, the White Walkers are on their way. I don't know why, I have a gut feeling they're going to show up at the end of Episode 2, and I could be wrong in saying that, but I feel like they're going to show up at the end of Episode 2. So, and then it'll get pushed into 3, and then we'll see like a huge battle in 3 or something. That's my theory. I'm wondering if I'm right. So yeah, because I don't know why, I have a gut feeling Game of Thrones is not going to end with the White Walkers. I feel like we're going to see something else, and I feel like they're tricking us in some kind of way. So, we get to see, of course, Samuel back at, Winterfell. Man, everybody's at Winterfell at this point. So, of course, he tells Jon the news and about, him being a Targaryen, and I'm just like, oh my god, man, that's crazy, because I didn't think he'd find out in this episode. I thought that'd be like a series finale moment or something, but, Jon Snow has officially found out that he is related, I guess. So that to the Targaryens, which is not good at all. So yeah, and of course, Bran knew that last season, but I'm super excited to see what happens after that, because we didn't see anything after that. But yeah, really, really exciting stuff for sure. I really liked when he told him that. So I did like when Samuel got back to Winterfell, but there's still some stuff there we don't know. So we're gonna have to find that out as well. But in terms of the ending of the episode, which is the part I want to get to, is the part where basically Jaime Lannister, because of course at the end of Season 7 he took off, Cersei kicked him out, now he is at Winterfell, and they're basically, they're confronting him next episode, which looks really, really cool. So we will be doing a predictions for Episode 2, stay tuned for that either later on today or tomorrow, just depends on, the amount of time I have, but yeah, really, really cool stuff, man. Jaime Lannister has made it, he has made it to Winterfell, and Bran notices him at the end. So, really cool episode, man. Really awesome premiere, and, there's a lot of parts in this episode that I really enjoyed to see, and, of course, a big episode for Jon and Daenerys. They had a lot of time this episode. Really enjoyed the premiere of Game of Thrones. Are you disappointed? Did you like it? Are you in the middle? Write that down in the comment section below. Out of 10 for this episode for me, I'm going to give this one a 9 out of 10. I think this is pretty much just about perfect. And, we could have seen more, but honestly, it's like, really, like, we know these last, couple episodes here are going to be absolutely insane. So, this episode right here, I really liked how it started, too, with the music when they're all coming into Winterfell and stuff. And Winterfell is yours, your grace, and just not happy about it, but this episode was really cool. This is a really great opener for the season. So, write your comments in the comment section below. What do you think about the Season 8 premiere of Game of Thrones? Are you excited for these last 5 episodes of the series? Really, I was going to say of the season, but of the series, because, that's it. After this, that's pretty much it for Game of Thrones. So, Really excited to see how the rest of these episodes turn out. We got 5 episodes left, and it looks like episode 2 is going to be absolutely amazing. So we'll have to see when the White Walkers show up. We'll have to see what happens with Cersei and the others, at King's Landing next. And we also have just tons of other storylines going on right now. Tons of people at Winterfell right now. So anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll catch you guys pretty soon for the predictions for episode 2. Peace out.